U.S. President Joe Biden is set to hold a summit at the White House tomorrow with his South Korean counterpart. President Yoon is now in Washington for his first state visit to the U.S. Also on his agenda, an address to Congress on Thursday. He and Mr. Biden are expected to discuss countering China's growing dominance, North Korea's nuclear ambitions, and the war in Ukraine. Nick Harper has our preview.
An alliance forged out of conflict that's grown into a 21st century partnership. Now, a meeting to build on that past, to help shape the future.
The state visit by President Yoon needs to be more than just a birthday party.
Danny Russell, who served as Assistant Secretary of State for the Asia-Pacific and helped President Obama's pivot to Asia, says strong reassurance is needed in the face of Pyongyang's aggression.
The Korean people may be less confident in the U.S. nuclear commitment to South Korea than they have been in the past. And so it is going to be very important for this visit to generate something that is visible, audible, and credible to the South Korean people.
The leaders will look for more ways to support Ukraine after Yoon signalled Seoul may go beyond its humanitarian and economic aid and start providing arms to Kiev. But the recent leak of Pentagon documents showing the US had eavesdropped on South Korea could cause some awkwardness. Not enough, though, most analysts agree, to undermine discussions. However, for both leaders, this relationship goes beyond just defence and deterrence. The definition of security also extends to economic considerations. That means stabilising supply chains and working on cooperation in a whole host of other high-tech areas. Last year, Korean car maker Hyundai announced the creation of a $10 billion EV and battery manufacturing plant in the US state of Georgia.
I think that it really needs to be an alliance that is powered by chips, batteries, and clean technology, which really just represents the expansion of the alliance and the reciprocal nature of the alliance as is developing.
The popularity of K-pop and K-dramas has exploded in the US, something the White House has capitalized on. Pop phenomenon BTS visited the White House last May to promote Asian inclusion, representation, and combating AAPI hate crimes.
We share common values.
Then there's bringing together Washington's allies. For years, the US has tried to help improve South Korean-Japanese ties after decades of frosty relations over World War II hostilities, wartime labor, and comfort women.
The State Department and the U.S. administration must be very pleased that Korea is really taking the initiative here under the Yoon government. But probably what is propelling some of this is the increased concerns on North Korea's pretty astounding weapons development, and also China's geopolitical ambitions in the region.
State visits don't happen often. That this is only the second for President Biden and the first from an Asian leader shows the importance the White House places in this partnership. Nick Harper, CNA, Washington.